Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome to another video. Today I'm going to teach you data wicks. Alright, data wicks. Data wicks. Alright, bro, I don't even know. I'm actually autistic right now. But, so data wicks is pretty much like wicks, right? So we learned about candles, and we learned that they have wicks. And the wicks is what we're going to be looking at today. So we're going to be looking at this thing called data wicks, which is pretty much when a news event comes out at a certain time and it creates a super long wick. And usually those super long wicks tend to be good draw on liquidity. So we learned about draws on liquidity in the last video. So now I'm going to be teaching you guys pretty much how these work and how they're such good draws on liquidity. So let's begin, right? So let's go here to the charts. And first of all, we do need to look at Forex Factory, right? And I'll teach you guys how Forex Factory works in another video, but let me pull it up really quickly right here. So let's see. Let's see here. Wednesday, December 31st. All right. Let's see. Can I select date? All right, Wednesday, December 31st. At what time was it? 6:30 a.m. All right, 6:30 a.m. Select. All right. Watch this. So we're on the 1 minute time frame. All right, watch this, guys. I'm going to show you guys something right now. So a news event is about to come out in the next 1 minute, all right? And I want you guys to see what happens to the chart right now. So when these news events come out, it's really important. Hold on, that was not. Is that really the news event? Okay. It was supposed to be a lot more crazier than that. All right, let's look for another one really quickly. Let's see. All right. CPI, December 18, 6:30 a.m. Okay. Well, sorry, guys. I probably should have been more prepared for this, but all right. December 16th at 6:30 a.m. All right. Now I want you guys to look at this candle right here that we're about to see. Ready? Ready? Boom! All right. So right now, if you guys don't know what happened, a 6:30, there's a news event at 6:30 a.m. Well, I guess 6:30 my time. It really depends on what time zone you guys are in, but I'll teach you guys how to do that in another video where you guys uh, are able to look at news, because there's a website where you guys can look at news and it's easy to use, really simple, really not that hard. And I'll teach you guys how to filter through it, because there's some news that don't really matter at all, but this really matters. All right, so when these news events come out, you will sometimes see wicks like these, or you will see candles like these, and it's important that you mark out the high and the low of this candle, right? So you mark out this, and you mark out this right here, right? So this is called a data high. Data high, and this is called a data low. So if this whole candle is a news wick, when a news came out or whatever, this is the data news high, then the data news low. So usually price loves to draw towards one of these, right? So we've already taken out the data high from this. So this doesn't really matter anymore. So the data high has been taken out. So now we have the data low. So now we're going to be waiting for price to come down here and take this data low. So we can find an entry up here and get a trade, I guess, to the data low. That's what we're looking for. So for example, if we're on the 1 minute, so look at this, guys. All right. Let's see if there's something on the 30-second. Okay, so there's a short fair value gap right here, right on the 30-second. Watch this, guys. I want you to see. Okay, so we swept this right here. We swept this liquidity right here. There's a tiny, tiny fair value gap, guys. Right here. 30 seconds. We barely hold it. But look at this, all right? I don't know if this will work, but 10 out of 10 times, or like 9 out of 10 times, it usually does work. I'll put my stop loss up here. We'll target this data low. Let's see if this works out. Um, but yeah, let's see. Let's see if this does work out. Boom. Boom! What'd I tell you guys? What the fuck did I tell you guys? I told you, bro. Data lows. Data lows, bro. Data lows. I'm telling you, they're real. They're real, bro. But yes, sorry, I got too hyped up. That's just sick. That's just sick to see, dude. I just love seeing stuff like that happen because it's just so cool that these things do work and these things are real, guys. Like, it's just crazy that like people don't believe that trading is real. It's like, guys, if you just understand what's happening and understand where the liquidity and where the draw on liquidity is at, bro, you guys are gonna get so far. But look at this, guys. Like, this is just so good. Like, literally beautiful masterpiece. And now we've taken out the data low. Remember when I was talking about the last video when you're attracted to a girl? Now, these data lows, they're like a freaking 10 out of 10, all right? Whatever girl you imagine is a 10 out of 10, bro, this is what a data low is, bro. Data lows are fucking 10 out of 10s. Data lows, equal lows, you want to target those, dude. Target those because those are freaking beautiful, right? Those are beautiful draws, and we want to see price draw towards that. So, yeah, always target data highs or data lows. Whatever like news event comes out and it leaves a long wick. Sometimes it doesn't have to leave a long wick, but the longer the wick, the more higher the chance of it drawing to there faster, in my opinion. So, but yeah, it's just crazy, guys. Crazy, crazy, crazy. But yeah, these things do work. They're very good price points for price to draw to. And yeah, like that's pretty much it. I can probably show another example. Um, I just really hate freaking using TradingView, dude. Let's look for another example right here. Um, I don't know if I can find another example with um, let's see. All right. Is there CPI or something? Bro, I'm just trying to find an example, man. Okay, I don't know if I can find another example. We can try November 26th, but I doubt that we're gonna get anything good. I think did I already try that? Or was that December 26th? Bro, I can't even go before December. Alright, 5, 11, wait, 26, and then 6:30. What the hell? Bro, okay, I guess I can't even do that. Alright, whatever. But you guys get the point. So, whenever there's a news event that comes out, we always want to mark the high and the low of whatever news event pops up, right? Because these are very good price points, like I said a million times already. Um, and we want to see price draw into these. So usually the best strategy for data highs and data lows is we want to see one get taken and then we go for the actual one. This one will be our trade, I guess, like for example, if the data high gets taken, then we target the data low. But if the data low gets taken first, right? If the data low gets taken first, um, then we'll target the data high. So we would be placing our trade somewhere around the data low if we find our entry. If we find our entry, guys, because we need to find the entry first, because that's important. If there's no entry, then there's no trade. All right, keep that in mind. Wrong one. If there's no entry, there's no trade. So there has to be an IFEG somewhere around here with maybe some type of balance of a fair value gap or liquidity sweep, um, like paired together. And yeah, we target those, right? So yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for data highs and data lows. Love when we get data highs and data lows. It makes it easier to get trades. But yeah, very awesome concept. But yeah, well, I guess I can't really give you guys homework because you guys don't really know how to find it. But I will talk about news and stuff eventually, so you guys can find these out. But that's for now. I just want you guys to take notes and write down that data highs and data lows are S tier for draws on liquidity, and price usually loves to go and take these out. So yeah, but with that being said, thank you guys all so much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I trade every day, every weekday on the Discord from 7:15 a.m. Mountain Standard Time to 8:30 a.m. And I have a lot of free PDFs in my Discord down below and a lot of free educational content and other stuff. So if you're interested in that, make sure to leave, or not leave, but like click down below. I also have the rest of the freaking playlist right here. So if you're interested in watching the rest of the playlist, if you're not on the playlist, watch more. You know, if you want to learn more about trading, click this. And if you want to watch a video that's more tailored to you, click this. And if you like my content, subscribe. So anyways, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.